Hey guys, well, I got something to share with you, and it's so embarrassing I almost didn't confess this, but I know we got some kind of tender ears listening, but this will be a life lesson for you little guys. If anybody deserves the Dumbass Award of 2011, it's me. 2 weeks ago, I was on my way to work, and this car started making this terrible noise under the front end. It started out very mild and got worse and worse. Just kind of a noise, and it'd get worse when I let off the gas, and it'd go away when I stepped on the gas, and it'd go away when I put the brakes on. So I didn't know what the heck was going on. Um, I knew that the right front axle was split, the boot was split, and it was throwing some grease out. So I had this thing towed home. Cost me $75 to have it towed home and put in the driveway here 2 weeks ago. And since then, I've been trying to get time to work on it. It's been dark when I get home, or it's been raining, or what have you. So, I was convinced. I said, well, that axle has to be going bad. That's the only thing I can think of. I took the old axle out and got the new one, and it cost $75. So I'm in $150 in this situation already. And, I thought, well, that old axle's in the back of the truck over there now. But I thought it doesn't seem that loose. Doesn't seem like it's got any play in it, but I thought, well, that's got to be it. That's got to be it, Sure. So I finally get this new axle put in and all that. Take it for a drive. Doesn't make a dang difference. Sounds exactly the same. It rattles when you step on the. Well, what was it doing? It was pretty quiet when you were giving it gas, and then you let off and it rattles. Put the brakes on and it quits rattling. And I'm going to post a video here of this. I actually made a video of what it was doing, so you can hear this. And so this is going on. So next thing I thought, well, I said, if obviously one of those new wheel bearings I put in, those brand new wheel bearings, one of them went bad. The left front's probably went bad. So that's what's next, So I got my tow bill receipt and got my axle or my bearing receipt, and got my installation for the axle bearing receipt, got all my receipts. I said, boy, I'm going to get reimbursed on all this, man. This thing's went bad and didn't even last 7,000 miles, blah, blah. So, brings us to today. I got the car out here in the driveway, and I'm getting ready to tear into it. I was going to pull the hub and everything off again and take it all apart and check it out. And I noticed the other day, let me preface it by saying I jacked it up some the other day and rattled this wheel, shook the wheel, and it had a little bit of rattle in it. So I thought, yeah, man, that's the wheel bearing, boy. It's gone, Well, I get the car jacked up, and I get my lug wrench out. I'm starting to loosen the lug nuts up, and they're already loose. So here's one of my neighbors going by, as always. Nosy people. They won't go out the bottom down there. They always have to come up the top up here and go around and look at everybody's house when they go by. See, they live down there, but they come up here and go by. See that? Nosy old people. Be glad to get out of here. So, back to this. Start to take the lugs off, like I said, and they're loose. So, apparently, some dumbass didn't tighten the wheel back all the way when he put the wheel bearing in last. Now, who would that be? Would it be me? Yes. So, got my lug wrench, tightened the lugs up real snug, and they were loose. Took the car down the road, doesn't make a bit of noise now. It's perfect. So, here's the result. $150. 2 weeks without my car, driving that truck on bad tires. I'm telling you how much I spent more on gas for that. All because the freaking lugs were loose. So, you ever heard the expression people say sometimes you just think too much? Well, that's what I did. I thought too much. I went right past the obvious. The first thing I should have checked. I could have checked that on the side of the road with my lug wrench. It was in the trunk back there. Why? I don't know why I didn't do that. But the car's back in operation now. You son of a bitch. So anyway, but I'm not mad, guys. I'm glad the car's fixed that easily. I'm just kind of irritated at myself because I really should have thought of that first. Very first thing. You know the old expression, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Well, that's me. So I'm stupid right now. That was dumb. You know, I didn't have $150 to waste on this debacle. And anyway, there's my confession, guys. That's even worse than setting that van on fire, I think. Okay, I drove down here to the 431 freeway, so maybe we can hear a little better now. Especially if I don't talk. That. Now that got drastically worse. That noise. That's a minor version of that is what I would hear when I let off the accelerator, but it got a lot worse all of a sudden. So now I did notice when I put the brakes on it goes away, so I thought, well, I wonder if the wheel or something's loose. But the wheel's tight, so I'm just going to kind of ease it back towards the house here. I'm thinking it's either got another bad wheel bearing, and one of the new ones I put in may have went bad for some unknown reason, or it's got a bad axle in it. You hear that? That's at 40 miles an hour it's doing that. Put the brakes on, slows down, and goes what? It's still trying to do a little bit, even when I slow down. So, alright, enough of me yammering. So let's get back to the house and tear into this thing as far as we can this evening and check it out.